The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Now here's Worthy. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him.
Nice job getting position that time by Abdul-Jabbar. And once he gets that position, he goes to work.
The three from Banchero. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And here's Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul-Jabbar to get ideal position inside because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
Carter with it. Out to the wing. There's Wagner with the three. The rebound by Johnson. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. And the dunk by Worthy.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Down low. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Beyond the arc. Lakers with the rebound. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Here's Black. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot, and it worked out for him.
Scott, good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here we go, bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us from the floor. Now here's Dosunmu. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Minnesota has possession. Here's Edwards. The Hornets pull it in. Now here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ball. He's covered by Dosunmu. Ball no good. Dosunmu with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Down low. Here's Gobert. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
Pass to Diabate. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Knipple. McDaniels with a steal. Edwards for three. The rebound by Bridges. To the paint. Now here's Ball. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Causing havoc inside. Ball is just so fast and so nimble.
And that one falls for Ball. And so Ball nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Good drive by Randall. Chalk up two there.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Here's Ball. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Dosunmu with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
The shake. And Ball throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Picked by Gobert. Out to the right wing. Randall on the screen. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Shoots over to Dosunmu. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Randall on the screen. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Dosunmu. The Hornets pull it in. Up top Ball. 6 points for him. That gives him the lead.
And a nice play by Knipple. He knows where to get his points.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 2. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Clark. Pulls it. The rebound by Bridges.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And the basket by Highland.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Bridges outside. White on the wing. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. To the inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Minnesota with possession here. Now Conley. Outside Highland. The 3. The shot by Conley. No good. It's a tie game in Charlotte. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Oh, swiped away. Pass to James. Some nice passing by Charlotte here.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And here's Edwards outside. The Hornets with a lead. Here's White. An easy 2 on the layup. White's got his first basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Right side Edwards. Over White. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The Hornets making a switch here. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
Yeah, look at the concentration. Through contact, Edwards gets the shot off. Just a tremendous fight.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. White looking it over. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Here's McNeely. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Timberwolves trail. Right wing. Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And here's Edwards. He's got 6. Here's Highland. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Knipple from the arc. Fires in the triple. Knipple's got 5 points.
Yes, I know Knipple is a rookie, but he entered the league with a reputation from deep.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Dosunmu. Still without a bucket. Pass to McDaniels. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets leading by 3. Now Miller. Back to Ball. Miller outside. 6 to shoot. LaMelo work it inside.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Dosunmu can't hit. Ball outside. Ball's doubled. Pass to Miller. From downtown. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Highland with it. Guarded now by Ball. Minnesota again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Gobert. And no good. The dry spell continues. There's Ball with a 3. McDaniels with some nice D.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Back to Highland. Edwards for 3. Knipple with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 7. Out to the wing. Ball left side. Over McDaniels. Clock at 6. McDaniels with the rebound. Right side Edwards. Off with the layup. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And here's Charlotte now. Now here's Ball. And yep, it's good. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Wow. Did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
Shoots it from the high post. Edwards, that's good.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Ball left side. Pushing through. LaMelo Ball.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
Dosunmu outside. And the 3 off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ball outside. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you. And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Charlotte leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Inside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. The steal. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Ball way outside. Charlotte, no good that time either.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Count that bucket. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Back to Edwards. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's Bridges on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Ball. Over Edwards. Ball no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Ball. Randall outside. Here's Dosunmu. Gobert with it. Gobert hammers it home.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Conley on the attack. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league. He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Edwards for 3, and no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. And now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
The shot by Diabate, no good. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Bridges, left side. 2 in the cold spell. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's Conley. 4-3. It's hauled in by White. To the left side wing. McNeely for 3. The shot, no good. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Here's Conley. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, and that quarter was all about. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Highland. Now Conley. Back to Highland. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside Conley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Minnesota making a change here. And here's Charlotte now. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Timberwolves making a change here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass the ball. Takes a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. The turnaround Jay. And Edwards with a nice bucket inside. Edwards has got 17 now, just in the second half. Here's Ball. Outside White. Lets it go from deep. Here's Bridges. Randall pulls down the board. And Minnesota with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Back to Dosunmu. Clock at 4. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation. And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Minnesota leading by 10. Dosunmu outside for 3. Ball there for the rebound. And the Hornets with possession here. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
Now Gobert. Now McDaniels. Dosunmu outside. Now Edwards. Gobert fires. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Hornets trail by 8. Ball. And Gobert with a block. Now Edwards. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter here. Cast it in from 7 feet out.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
Miller. Cleared away by Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside Bridges. Here's Ball. And he slams it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Dosunmu with it. Guarded now by Ball. Edwards. The three is in.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Timberwolves.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Randall.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall, but he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
First one falls. And Randall drops them both. And the Hornets with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Now James. Oh, he dropped it straight in. And here's Conley. Takes a three. Oh, it doesn't go. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're up by 9. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Shoots a three. Ooh, the shot misses. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Thanks for tuning in to NBA action with us. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Lakers win the tip. Pass to Smart. Fires the three. Second chance shot. Here's Reeves. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Here's Knipple. He's covered by Ayton. And here's Ball. Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Bridges outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Goes back up. And Ball with the layup.
Wow. Did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
And Doncic with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Has to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Both free throws good from James. Now here's Ball. Good D by Doncic. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
And here's Ball. Guarded by Doncic. Three-pointer, Bridges. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's James. Into the lane. And that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Basket counts.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
Pass to James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 7 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Charlotte. James can't get it to go. Miller with it. Picked up by Reeves. Bridges. Got it. Bridges has got his second basket.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Back to Hayes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
There's Ball with a three. Nails it from 3. He's got 5.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Hey, shot's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Ball into the lane. Up and in on the layup. Ball's got 7 points.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality. It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. 4-point game. Kennard with the rebound. Here's Smart. Got a piece of it. Here's Ball. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And slam dunk by James.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
Back to Smart. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. Kennard on the wing. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
And the basket by Bridges.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
LaRavia. Rebounded by McNeely. Here's Charlotte. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Lakers trail. And here's Kennard. Uses the glass on the layup. Kennard's got his 2nd basket of the game.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Here's McNeely. It's Hayes with the rebound. And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Reeves. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Miller. Dunks it hard with 1 hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And the basket is good.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 3. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. And it's Smart missing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he comes up with a bucket. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Hachimura with a rebound. Pretty even game right now in Charlotte. Kicks it out to Smart. Outside Reeves. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. 7 points for Austin Reeves. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Back to Bridges. Inside. And Hayes comes to help.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. On the wing, Hachimura. Counted from distance. Hachimura's got 5 points now this quarter.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Bridges, right side. Pass to Miller. 6 to shoot. Out to Bridges. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Doncic. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Here's Ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Doncic. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of this game. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Great crossover to get free. Ball's got 14.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
And the basket by Hachimura. Hornets trail by 4. Ball with it. He's got 14. Miller outside. 3 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Miller's gotten 4 this quarter. Stolen by Ball. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 2-point game. That's a strong finish from Ball.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. No one near him. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Pass the ball. James with the rebound. And it's a back to Reeves. On the wing, Reeves. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Reeves has got 9 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now Ball. 16 points for him. Pass to Knipple. Shot clock at 6. Miller outside. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Bridges. And the shot goes. 12 points for him.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Back to Aiden. Pass to James. LeBron, attack mode. Tipped. Now here's Ball. Crosses over. And Aiden pulls it down. Here's Smart. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Look at Smart. This guy can really fly.
Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball. Just over 2.5 minutes going by in the second half. Doncic, good.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
It's stolen by Smart. Now Los Angeles moving it up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hornets trail by 8. To the left side wing. There's Ball with a 3. Ball sticks the 3.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get by.
Here's James. Nice D from Bridges. And here's Charlotte now. Here's Ball. Rebounded by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 5. Kennard outside. Pass to James. No good from outside. Here's Charlotte. Outside White. Here's Ball. Ball with the athletic finish.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
You know what they came. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Reeves. Driving to the basket.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. 1:11 left in the third. Ball surveys the floor. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Lakers. It's Reeves with the drive. And that one is hammered home.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Ball left side. Over Reeves. Charlotte, no good that time either.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Smith. Shoots over White. Smith no good. Hornets trail by 7. Outside White. For 3, Bridges. Connects from downtown. Bridges has got 15. Hachimura from long range. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Lakers ahead, leading by. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Los Angeles leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Knipple. Pass to Miller. Can't get it to drop. Outside Reeves. Hachimura from long range. It's hauled in by White. And here's Miller. Reeves with some nice D. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Allie, thank you. The Lakers lead by 6. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, Charlotte. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And Kennard's teammates and coaches encourage him to take these quick shots because they know how effective he is.
Here's Miller. Charlotte again missing. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the paint. And Ayton pulls it down. Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by White. The shot by Reeves, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to White. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
Ball no good.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Now Ayton. And there's a 3-second violation. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Ball. Picked it.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus. That one misses for Reeves.
The Lakers lead by 9. Kennard on the wing. He lets it go. Here's Ayton. Now Hachimura. 5 to shoot. Now Ayton takes a shot. Oh, he cannot hit. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. LaMelo. Ooh, it doesn't go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. James. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Miller fires. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Causing havoc inside. Ball is just so fast and so nimble.
And that one falls for Ball. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Stolen by Bridges. Now Ball takes a 3. Rebounded by Ayton. Here's James. Unloads. The defensive pressure was right there. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Bridges! Oh, he can't connect from long distance.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
LaMelo! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
He knocks down the jumper.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Lakers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Austin Reeves.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Outside connect. Puts up the tray. Oh, it misses. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now here's Butler. Green, a screen. And here's Curry for three. He buries it from three.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Here's Ball. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw no good. Good on the second one.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great. But I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Out left to the wing. Here's Santos. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Here's Diabate. And Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Pass to Santos. Porzingis with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. The three from Curry. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
That one falls.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Curry looking it over. And the Warriors with another three.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they simply can't miss right now.
Ball outside. With the crossover. Second chance shot. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
So he comes up empty at the line. And the Warriors with possession. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Out to the wing. Here's Ball. And he drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Outside Curry. The three. Another three for Golden State.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Hornets trail by 10. Now here's Ball. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
To the middle. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Inside. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 7 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Melton outside. And a miss. There on the triple. Hornets trail by 8. Here's White. Pass to Diabate. And that one's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Now Pajemski. Horford outside. Fires the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Ball left side. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Melton on the wing. And again, it's the Warriors missing. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. That one goes in.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Just 4 to shoot. And Porzingis with the block. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys. Let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Now, here is James. And there's a 3-second violation. The Warriors leading. Here's Butler on the attack. JB.
Butler knows what he can do inside. That time erupting for a throwdown.
Double team on James. Here's Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Charlotte's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Payton. Back to Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Miller with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. The Warriors lead by 5. Down low. KP wrecks the rim.
Outstanding work from Porzingis that time, creatively sending that one home.
Here's McNeely. Got it. Good job in the low post.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And here's Pajemski. Back to Butler. Pass to Porzingis. Over McNeely. Again, Golden State.
Timeout. You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's White. Still no points. To the inside. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Here's Butler. The Hornets making their last shot. Outside Pajemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The deep 3 from Porzingis. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Butler with the ball. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 18.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Charlotte.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Miller can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 7. Pass to Pajemski. The 3 is up. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's White. Yet to see a basket. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. .52 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Moody. On the wing, Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. From deep three-point land. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 24 points.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the basket by Curry.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And the Warriors making a change here. Now here's Curry. He's got 26. Shoots over ball. Curry's shot is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The three from Ball. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 9. Curry with it. He's picked up by Miller. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Curry. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. To the paint. And stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. Shoots. Curry gets the bucket. And that's now 28 points for Stephen Curry.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Pass to Santos. And here's Moody. Now Curry. And he's got 28 now. Clock at 4. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 31 points.
His three-point mechanics flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he's knocking it down.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Diabate. Back to Ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Warriors lead by 14. And a deep 3 from Curry. The rebound by Bridges.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Curry. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Curry's got 33.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding him.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Gets the 3 to fall.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
So both teams changing it up here. And here's Charlotte now, trailing by 19. Here's Ball, rebounded by Green. Now the Warriors with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. From deep three-point range, Hornets with the rebound. Ball right side. Here's Diabate. Misses the baby hook. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Bridges. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Outside Curry. puts up a deep three. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 41.